This is my 23rd year in law enforcement. I've spent 4 years in the Marine Corps. Up until 2016, mental health was not even on my radar.
During my experience as a police officer, I found myself working some cases and doing some investigations where I saw children getting abused, family fights, assault, blood, death. Usually I responded when it was the worst time of their life.
My sole way of dealing with the stress in my personal life and in this job was the run, right? Like, I love to run. It's a good coping strategy until you can't run anymore. When my shooting happened, September 2nd, 2016, I ended up becoming paralyzed from the on-duty shooting. And I no longer had my coping strategy that I leaned into all the time. So I really struggled, right? I had nothing to fall back onto. I had depression, anxiety, hypervigilance, PTSD, really bad anger. I was taking it out on my family. And then suicidal ideation started to sneak in.
I found myself being edgy with my family, with my kids, not being able to sleep well, eat well, exercise, didn't have any motivation.
Thankfully, I have a really loving wife that said, you need to go seek mental health therapy. Like, she pretty much forced me to go.
I remember one time I went to see my family doctor and he asked me how I'm doing. And I started talking to him, and that's when I realized that I needed help.
After my injury, Douglas County Sheriff's Office wanted to bring in a wellness program into the organization, put me in that position, and gave me a clean slate to build it however we see fit. We went out and partnered with other organizations in the community, vetted them, right, to make sure that they were supporters of first responders and that they would be willing to take care of our people.
And then I found myself seeking help, and I ended up coming to West Pines for help.
West Pines Behavioral Health offers a whole spectrum of services. So we have inpatient services and as well as outpatient level of care. However, the outpatient level of care that's currently in existence only is regarding the civilian population. And at West Pines Behavioral Health, we deeply care about the first responder community, and we wanted to implement that.
They informed me that they had a new program that was being implemented called Mission 6.
The Mission 6 program is a partial hospitalization program that's developed specifically for first responders.
Mission 6 is some form of therapy where first responders such as police, fire, or EMS personnel gets together and work on their issues.
When I started working with first responders, back in the day I used to be a co-responder, and I always heard the term, "We've got your six." That means we've got you. We've got your six, and we can help you through whatever it is you're going through. The reason a higher level of care might be warranted is to gain a deeper understanding, some peer support through the group therapy aspect.
You gotta be able to have experienced that, to be in group therapy and to provide that experience to others, to not only normalize those behaviors, right, but also to let the others know that it's all right. Like, you're not the only one that's traveling this road.
Having that feedback is invaluable to not only validate what they're going through, but help normalize it as well. And then they will have the skills that they need to be able to thrive and to move forward and keep serving their community.
When I come to West Pines, I don't feel alone. I feel accepted, I feel welcome. I feel that there is some sense of community where we are able to express ourselves, talk about our issues, and we all relate to each other.
I think that's one of the things that group therapy with Mission 6 can provide, is that support system, right, of like, you're not alone.
And it is a good place to come here to West Pine and get the help that we need to provide a good pathway for us to be able to move forward with our lives.